What is up, my little unicorns, new and old? It's your girl West Indy Ray, and I'm back again with another video. So today is going to be all about your life's path, okay? How to get on your life's path and my top 10 tips. But first, I want to start off with an analogy on why it's so important to find your life's journey. So I use this analogy all the time. I've talked about it on YouTube before, I think, and definitely on Instagram. I actually went on live today and spoke about this topic. So think about life as a bank loan, right? So when you borrow money from the bank, you have to give that money back, or else they're going to take something else from you. They're going to take your car, your house, your boat, whatever assets that you have. They might even go and take from your family members or your parents or people who are considered responsible for you. I like to think of it as the same thing with the universe. We're given certain gifts and we have to give to the universe what it is requiring or asking from us, or else it's going to take other things from us, like our happiness. It's going to take the love in our lives. It's going to take our biggest desires. It's going to take our sanity. Even if one of your gifts is being beautiful, it might take that away from you if you do not give to the universe what was intended for you to give it when you were given that gift. African spirituality also tells us that in order to live the happiest, easiest life, you have to get as close as you can to your life's path and purpose. So now that we understand my main reason on why it's important to be on your life's path, we're going to go down my list of 10 things that should help you find your path, stick close to your path, and have an easier life in general. My first thing, and this is in no particular order, is to find your life's purpose. You have to find the purpose in your life. So the things that you do every day, how you help people, all the little things that give you purpose and give meaning to your life, look towards those, and those things should kind of steer you in the right direction as to what it is that you're supposed to be doing in your life. My next tip is to become extremely introspective. I actually learned this in college. I had a really dope class. It was Intro to Mass Media or something like that, and it was taught through the perspective of hip-hop. So one of the things that we learned in our Tupac unit, you guys, I went to HBCU, it was lit. One of the things I learned in our Tupac unit is to be introspective. Every time that something arose in Tupac's life where he felt like he could do better, he really took it to heart and decided to become a better person. He never shied away from shape-shifting or becoming a better version of himself. So that's the most important thing to me, is to really look into yourself and find out how you can be better. Because if you are not healthy and if you are not operating at your highest potential for that time, you won't be any use to anybody else. Allow yourself to be guided by the goodness in your heart. The next thing I'm going to suggest is that you think about the ways that you touch people the most. If you find that you are a really good speaker, your purpose might be to relay certain messages to people through your voice. If you're somebody who's been told that you're really good at taking care of other people, you might be somebody who needs to take more of a holistic path and teach people how to, help their own bodies and heal themselves. And if you're somebody who people often come to for their problems and their situations actually get better after you talk to them, you might be somebody who operates more in like the spiritual advice, like wisdom type of realm. So really think about the things that people tell you. Think about the things that people say that you've helped them with often. If you see a pattern, follow that. Go down a rabbit hole and see where it leads you. The next thing I'm really big on, and it's finding synchronicities in your ancestral line. So for me personally, I look to my ancestors of good character and I look and see what type of things that they did. My great grandma was actually somebody who was an herbalist, and she helped heal people as well as healing herself. My grandma does the same thing, and so does my mother, which led me to a life on an intentionally holistic route, okay? So because they did these things, I know that it's in my bloodline. It's just like how there are certain families who were carpenters for years and years and years, and they were just like good at that. Or certain families who were great warriors for years and years and years, and they were just good at that. Look at your ancestral line and see what your people were known for. Not only will that connect you to your ancestors and bring you to a place of great favor with them, in my opinion, in my belief, but it'll also help you with your life's purpose and seeing who you were actually born to be. Not to say that you have to be what your parents were or what your grandparents were, but this might actually help you out if you are a person who knows of your deep history and who can identify the synchronicities or common trends in that history. The next thing I'm going to suggest is to try everything. Everything that you are interested in, try it and see what sticks. Before I went to college for broadcast journalism, I thought I wanted to do hair. I tried working at a hair salon as a receptionist just to see what things were like there. I hated it. I went to college and decided I wanted to do hospitality. Started working at a hotel. I hated it. I went to college for broadcast journalism. I decided I did not like to be an on-air talent. I did not want to be a one-man band. I did not want to be a reporter or a journalist. I did not like any of those things. So all those things eventually pointed me into the direction where I am right now, where I'm headed right now. And I decided that yes, I do want to take certain things that I learned from my broadcast journalism degree into my YouTube life and into impacting and affecting other people in really big ways. But I did not know that, and I would not have learned that if I did not try those other things out first and rule them out. One of my other tips is just to be open to the possibility that what your life purpose is, what your path is, might be something unconventional. There might be ways to impact people, careers, ways of life, lifestyles, things that can really help people now that maybe were really helpful back in the day, and then the world evolved and shifted and changed and there was really no need for it at one certain time. But now there's a deep yearning in the world for your gift, the thing that has been latent inside of you, the thing that has been sleeping inside of you that was passed down for generations to generations. It might lie inside of you to revive and resurrect that career field or that level of impact or that, you know, that philosophy that you may be able to offer the world. It might be inside of you. So keep your mind open to the fact that your purpose in life might be something that seems unconventional, but that can help people in tremendous ways. So the next thing might actually be the most popular across all religions, across all ethnic groups and cultural, you know, traditions, and that thing is asking for guidance. Whoever it is, as long as it's out of good character and good intentions, you can ask for guidance from the universe, from God, from your ancestors to really help guide you on your path. That is one of the things that has affected me the most. There is generations and generations of rich knowledge in my bloodline that I love to have access to. So a lot of times, you know, our ancestors really do want us to move forward and to progress and to make things better for us. So that's why we have to break generational curses and things like that. But my whole point in saying that is that they are here to help. So if you ask for guidance from the ancestors, from God, from spirit, you will receive it, okay? Another thing that you can ask for is for like-minded people to come into your life. I said this prayer a while ago for like-minded people to come into my life and to help me progress and succeed in life, for prosperity and abundance to come through my connections, and I got exactly that. Another thing that I suggest that you do is really sit and reflect on what bothers you the most about the world. My suggestion to you is to take that thing that you hate the most about the world or how people in the world operate and embark on a journey to fix it. There are so many things that we can do. One person can really change the world and change the way that the collective thinks about certain issues. So if you get infuriated when you see people begging for food on the side of the road because we live in such a world that has so much food and wastes so much food every year, but yet people are starving, if that bothers you, go down a rabbit hole and figure out how you can help with that. If it irks your nerves to see children being abused or to see black people, men, women, and children being shot down in the street, if that bothers you to the max, follow that and see where it takes you. And I can guarantee you, if you go into it with a good heart and good intentions, you are going to impact the world in a major, major way. One person could change somebody's mind who changes somebody else's mind who changes 3 other people's mind, okay? So this is really an opportunity for you. When you see things that infuriate you, that make you feel like you have a log in your throat, follow that and see how you can change the world through it. And my last suggestion, and one of the easiest things that you can do, is to manifest your best self. So when you're sitting there with your manifestation journal, right? Like how I taught you guys in that first video that I'll link right up here that went crazy. A lot of you guys actually found my channel from that video, so I appreciate all the love and support, and I'm just so happy that you guys who are still here are still rocking with me. But when you take that manifestation journal and you open it up and you start writing about your life, don't just write about the things that you want in your life. Write about the type of change maker that you want to be. Write about the type of security that you want to have on your path. Write about how you want to impact other people. Manifest your best self. And that is the one thing that we can all do that is free. Okay, it doesn't cost any money for us to do these things. We can do it right now, today. We can go ahead, watch that video, figure out how to script. We can take 10 minutes every morning and think about the best version of ourselves and manifest that. That will get you in the right headspace to really impact the world in the way that you should, to give the universe what it is yearning for, okay? It is up to you. Everybody can make a difference, every single person. My difference might be sitting here telling you that, and the rest of y'all 90,000 people who I love so much on YouTube, guys. I can't believe that I have 90,000 people in my YouTube family, and through that I want you guys to affect other people, to impact other people, to speak life into other people, and give the universe what the universe is asking for you. Make your ancestors proud, make God smile. However you think about it, it is up to you, and I cannot wait to see the beautiful things that you do. So make sure you leave me a comment, tell me all your thoughts, tell me ways that you see yourself impacting the world. Visualize it, okay? Manifest this with me. I'm excited to see the things that you guys do. When you finally accomplish them, come back to the channel and reply to your own comment and tell me all the amazing things that you've done. It's not even showing off, hey, I did that, this, that, and the third. It's inspiring other people to let them know that if you put your mind to impacting the world, they can do it just like you did. And I'm so excited to see the amazing things that you guys are gonna do. So make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and share. Follow all my social media accounts right down there. Drop a Lil Unicorn in my comment section below if you made it to the end of the video. I love all 90,000 plus of you. I can't wait to see more and more people trickle into our community, and I will see you in the next video.